Is it science or 2020 hindsight? That is a question posed to the prosecution's video expert today. We want to go live to anchor Tanya O'Rourke. She leads our coverage of the Ray Tensing murder retrial from the Hamilton County Courthouse. Tanya, it's been another busy day.
Always seems that way, doesn't it, Kristen? Good evening to you. And let me tell you about Grant Fredericks, who was on the stand for a second day in a row, testifying about going literally frame by frame over that body camera video of Ray Tensing, doing his job for the prosecution in poking holes in virtually every bit of Ray Tensing's story about what happened that day. But the defense fired back. Our Tom McKee listened to all of it, and he tells us who may have scored some points today.
Testifying for a second day, Grant Fredericks disputed Ray Tensing's claim that his arm was caught in Sam DuBose's car and that he feared for his life when he shot him.
Did you see any image in the video that shows Mr. DuBose pinning the defendant's hand?
No.
Did you see an image of the defendant's hand stuck in the steering wheel?
No.
Fredericks also stuck to his story that Tensing was not dragged.
Up to 1 second before the shots fired, there is no forward momentum.
But defense attorney Stu Matthews countered with his own frame-by-frame breakdown of the body cam video, especially where Tensing ended up on the ground.
You can see his left hand on the car, on the door, so I imagine he's applying some supportive force to maintain that position.
So would you agree with me that he is attached to the car?
Well, he's holding on to the car. That would be attached. He has attached himself to the car.
Matthews pointed to one frame where you can see Tensing's feet close to the left rear wheel of DuBose's car. Again, this occurred in an instant.
Good, take your seatbelt. Stop.
If you're counting, that's 2.835 seconds, prompting this exchange between Matthews and Fredericks.
We've spent literally 2 or 3 hours, I would think, talking about something that happened in less than 3 seconds.
Yes.
Would you agree with me that what we've done has just been engaging in 2020 hindsight?
No, this is forensics.
That was Tom McKee reporting. Now, besides Fredericks, we saw 2 other people on the witness stand today. One of them was Scott Hughes. He is a police chief from Hamilton Township, and Hughes also happens to teach traffic stop protocol. And he did teach Ray Tensing in a stop and approach class. So today, during testimony, he showed a slide used in training, reminding prospective officers to never reach into a vehicle. But in cross-examination, attorney Stu Matthews used the opportunity to point out the danger of a vehicle to an officer.
Is there a slide that precedes that references a situation where a Cincinnati police officer reached into a car?
Yes, Kevin Crayon is used as an example. I don't know if it's before or after. I think it's after that slide.
And Kevin Crayon was a 25-year veteran of the Cincinnati Police Department?
Sounds right.
And is it correct that he reached into a car driven by a juvenile in order to try to knock the keys out of the ignition?
That's correct.
And is it correct that he was dragged out of the gas station where he did that?
Correct.
And it's correct that he died as a result of that?
That's correct.
Tomorrow, 5 people are scheduled to take the witness stand for the prosecution. That includes 3 people from the Hamilton County Coroner's Office. Of course, we'll have our team of reporters and anchors standing by for every bit of that testimony. You can find all the background information on WCPO.com/Tensing trial. Now, we'll tell you, Kristen, that we do believe tomorrow might be the last day that the prosecution has control of this and will then hand over to the defense for their portion of this trial. I'm going to talk with a legal expert about that and a whole lot more coming up at 7:15. Kristen?
All right.